Yeah.
Um, so you just want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name is Javier F. Dominguez. The F stands for fucking awesome, but really stands for Felipe, like my dad. I just turned 39 in January. That's a lie. I just turned 31. Since all the guys, I mean, I've seen all four guys that you have up that I'm familiar with, Bobby, Rivero, Marcos, and Julian. I saw all four of theirs this morning, and they all revealed their ages. And
I didn't even notice that.
yeah,
I didn't catch
yeah,
on to that.
yeah, they all gave away their ages. Uh, they gotta get on a skincare routine, man, because they're looking rough,
They
bro.
got liver spots and shit.
I don't know. They just look rough. I just turned 31, and I have that Oaxaca blood in me, so it's a little. It keeps me youthful, but nonetheless, some of those dudes look a little rough. Leave the diet challenge.
You think
Get
that's
on the
all?
skincare routine challenge.
What's a good skincare routine?
Wash your face.
Just
Just
wash your
wash your
just
face.
wash your
Wash your
face.
ass.
That
If you're
basic
washing your ass,
damn. They're not
just
even
wash your
washing their
face.
ass, fool.
Probably not. Probably not. No.
Oh, okay, I
I,
thought you were
I
gonna go all into it. You're like
oh no.
guacamole sauce and
No, no.
fucking.
I mean, just for starters, just wash your face. But no, really. My name's Javier Dominguez. I'm just turned 31. Um, the comedy stuff has been fun. Figuring life out as of late in the last couple of years has been really. It's just a lot, and it's eye opening, and it's cool, and it's fun. It feels like I'm really happy for the first time in a long time. In the last few years, and things happen, and things have happened, and it's still like, man, we're lucky to be here. So there's that, man. That's my intro.
Yeah. Do you think your perception of like what you said right now, does that play into your comedy?
Yeah. So far, yeah, it has. I go up there and I just do what I've got in my pocket, what I've written down, taking advice that guys have given me, and I appreciate because it's awesome. So far, it's just been for fun for me, and it's been a lot of fun, man. I never saw myself like doing the stand up stuff, even open mics. It's just been nothing but open mics. I've done one show, thanks to the Bad Neighbor guys. So shout out to them. But I've done that one show, and everything else has been open mics, and it's just been fun, man. The jokes on you stuff has been fun. Joke jitsu, whatever it was, before they got sued. And
Shut
Bobby
up.
did his 3 weeks. Dude, I'm telling you, I was
You're
listening this morning. I'm
stupid for
coming with it, man.
You're fucking
Hey,
stupid.
gotta put on
Just
for
said
that.
he got sued.
Gotta put on for the S for Shafter. That's where I'm from, by the way. I'm from Shafter, but I've been living in Bakersfield for the last couple of years, and that's been a whole fucking thing of its own too. It's like it's easy to take it for granted whenever you, I guess, have always been here because you just have access to everything, right? And you're like, well, that's not that hard to come by or it's not hard to get, but it's like when you're paying twice as much for just the most basic shit at like Apple Market or whatever the small local store is, having Walmart down the street is like a fucking blessing, dude. Corporate blessing. People don't like it, but I'm down.
Apple Market. Fool.
Yeah,
I
dude.
used to go in
Yeah.
there. I go in there a lot to grab something for lunch.
To Apple Market
Yeah,
in their deli.
a little deli.
Yeah,
They hooked
yeah,
me up. I remember one time they gave me tortillas. They didn't give my coworker tortillas. I was like, these ladies in Shafter are thirsty, food.
yeah. You just gotta get in there with them,
She
man.
was like, "You're fucking stupid."
They'll be sliding you the extra fucking wings and breasts. Which one do you want? They'll pick out the big one for you, dude. You just gotta get in with them. Jokes, man.
Oh man, I remember those were like the running jokes about what's the bar right there on the main
Oh, the
street?
Foxy Lady.
No,
Was it that one? Don Pepe's.
Don Pepe's.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody would talk shit about your mom fucking drinks at Don Pepe's or some shit. Like it's just like
I would say to me it's new because again, Shafter, dude, they don't have shit. They don't have nothing happens really. You know, it's been the same small town for a long time. It's growing and it's cool. We have new Shafter or fake Shafter out here.
I saw that sign for new chapter. I was just like, I don't know how I
Yeah,
feel about
they
this.
got to put like a 2.0 or something on there because I know that all the people that I know from town they like don't claim it as Shafter. They're like, what the fuck is that, dude? It's like 7 miles away. That's not Shafter. But shout out to new Shafter because it just brings in a little more. I'm sure somewhere everybody wins. The kids get a nicer school and a bigger football stadium.
Yeah, as the city expands and they get new high schools, they get new elementaries, they get parks, they get like different stuff to go to,
Yeah.
like that new area. There's probably a lot of variables too, like the funding that they get for the schools. There was a guy I was talking to the other day, um, over heading to the airport, and he was telling me he owned this house and it was like a gated community, and in that gated community they had their own elementary school. I was like, oh shit.
That's lit. That's
It
wild.
was like behind Seven Oaks, like where Minions. It's like a dead end.
Yeah, they have a big community out there. It's really crazy, and it is exactly what you're saying. I know what part of town you're talking about. Um, we've gone out because we do blinds. Have you heard of my blind guy bit or no?
No.
It's this bit because we do blinds,
Mhm.
literally shades, shutters, this stuff, and so we've done work all over town. And yeah, when that community was going up, it's one of those touchpad places now, not like a button, old school button thing. It's like legit as hell, man. People's names will come up or the initial to their first name, their full last name, things like that. Whoever you're trying to contact in the community, it'll pull it up for you. So
We can teleport there. They got
not
everything.
yet,
Not yet,
almost,
no?
or at least they haven't given me the details on that yet, or they don't let us in on that much.
If you had to be rich, how rich would you want to be? Like what level of rich?
Run it up, man.
As rich as you can get?
Yeah,
Like royalty and shit? Like
oh,
like
well,
like
I don't
fancy
know.
like that, or just
Maybe
like Bezos rich?
no. Well, I feel like that's about the same thing, man. Just
I
depends
don't
on
know,
how
it's a
you.
little different. Like Bezos, he like commissions a boat, and then there's like the Queen of England, fucking.
But doesn't Bezos
She's
have a
been
boat
having
now?
boats and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
That's
like
that's way
everybody
different.
dresses all fancy for her. They're not
Around
wearing
her.
like club shirts. They're wearing fucking like feathered hats. And
No, that's too fancy then.
it's too
Well,
fancy.
yeah, that'll be way too fancy for me.
But
Maybe
then
the
everything's
Bezos
old,
rich.
right? Because everything's like passed on.
Yeah, usually
You're not like it's not the new
it's
one.
like the rancho. It's like the what is it? The terrenos.
Yeah.
Everybody fights for them, but it's just dirt and shit they don't want to build on. Stuff they don't even go see, but they want to fight over it. It's wild. Mexicans are crazy. At least from my experience, that's all I got. Mexicans.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of crazy rich I would want to be, but I do think about it sometimes. Like, dude, it'd be dope. You ever look at the lotto and then you're like, it's not enough. I'm not gonna play.
No,
Like
no,
like it says 500 million.
no, dude. I see the lotto now because you know how they did it's everybody now or whatever or national. They have the national one here.
It's legal for everybody to play.
Yeah, whatever it is, whatever the rules are, I know that the number is higher than it's ever fucking been. Whatever that has to do with whatever comes with that.
Oh, the jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been hitting like I think in the last like 5 years it hit like 3 times or something.
It's crazy
broke
up
a record.
there. Yeah,
It's like at like 3.5 billion.
some crazy number like that, where I'm like, holy fuck!
So
Like, what the
so
hell
for
would you
3 billion you would end up with 1 billion,
take
something
it?
like that.
That's plenty, right? That should be plenty. I would think, but I'm not. I've been broke my whole life, man.
I joke that it's not enough. I was like telling the cashiers when I was standing there, I was like, "Oh, what's the jackpot out?" They're like, "Oh, 700 million." I was like, "That's not enough." Not enough. That's not enough. A quarter of $1 million is not enough for you. It's like, nah, fool.
Nah, I mean they sit there and listen to people's reason for buying the lotto, so I'm sure to them they have every reason to be like, no, that money is a difference maker, like a huge
sure
one.
it
Even
is.
as them not even seeing the joke, they're probably just listening to all this trauma from all these people pulling up, dude. How many people show up like with change, thinking, man, today's the day that I'm gonna hit big and I'm gonna win and my life's gonna change.
If the government gave a lotto out, like just the automatic money, like just like, would you rather like one person get 1 billion, or everybody split 5,000 for however many people it can? I'm not gonna do math here, but whatever enough to give 5,000 to everybody.
Let's do that.
You do the 5,000 for everybody. You wouldn't take the 1 billion?
I would I
Yeah,
if one
yeah.
you
Yeah, it
said
was
if
like you
one
get-
person
yeah.
got it, but if
Okay.
I got it, yeah, I'll take the billion and run. But if it was like some random dude, if
Some
somebody
other
random,
poor sap.
some random other poor sap,
Some
yeah,
good-hearted dumb fuck.
no,
Would you judge that person for taking the 1 billion?
no,
No.
No,
He'd be like, it's his choice. It was either the billion or whatever. It was his
it
choice,
is
right?
what it is, man.
Like,
That's his
nobody
luck.
died.
Nobody died. At least we don't know.
They weren't gonna get shit anyways. I was gonna get it. So what'd they lose?
Yeah, I don't.
Would you then have a contest like for the 5,000? You just holding 5,000. You're like, hey, fight for it.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck it. For the 5, we'll put a fucking rubber band around it and wave it in the air a couple times. Make people fight for it.
How much would change your life right now? Like 100. Because I got this bag right here for nice. Nice.
Fuck
Hey,
it.
Mr. Beast and shit. I feel
Oh,
like
am I about to get my vision back?
we ain't there yet. Fool. We ain't there yet.
Yeah.
Podcast ain't there yet. I think we're like negative $50 an episode.
You gotta put in before you get something back, man. Where are you from?
Me?
Yeah,
Um,
if you don't mind me asking.
like race?
Yeah, like where'd you grow up? Here in Bakersfield?
No,
or
I grew up
Shafter,
in a
Wasco?
town called Banning, California, by Palm Springs.
I got a lot of family in Button
Yeah,
Willow. Have you been
sorry.
out there?
Fuck yeah, I've been out there maybe 4 or 5 times. Fucking, it's a L. It's like 2 streets. But
Yeah.
one, it's like
Fourth
pretty
Street
much.
Wonder.
Pretty much, if you just wanted to do like a weird, like if you just wanted to get off the road and then get back onto the fucking 5.
Yeah, yeah. That's
You-
literally an L.
You go
That's
the back,
what it would
yeah,
be.
you go backwoods and then take that main street and then turn and then you hit a fucking want to stop at a fucking mini mart. You can start at a mini mart and then just keep going. And
Yeah.
down. You're back on the 5.
That shit's so fucking. That town is so small and such a like a. It's its own thing to me, because again I got family there and stuff. So, not seeing it grow for 30 years, you just like, it's in its own place, man. Things have changed. All kinds of stuff has changed.
Same rusty tractor in the
Same
front.
stuff. It's crazy, but I mean, it has that small town community thing, where like somebody's sick or somebody's hurt, everybody comes together and pitches in to make things happen.
They do like some crazy woods ritual and shit.
It feels like that, man. Sometimes when they're making tamales at 1 a.m, it feels like a crazy
hella
woods
dark.
ritual.
Yeah, you're like, oh, look
You're
at
like,
these
what the
brujos
fuck
and
is
shit.
going on? They're out there fucking with the big old pot, just putting the tamales down. You're like, I guess that's what we're doing today for community. It happens. They make it work.
I wonder if that's ever scared like some white people driving through.
I feel like there's enough white people, or enough of a white people feel in Buttonwillow, that they don't get scared.
Okay. That's,
Or they're like, oh, I've driven through here to go to Pismo. So it's like fucking that Cars movie, man, where nobody goes through the town anymore. Radiator
They moved
Springs
the
is just a
freeway.
fucking thing. Yeah,
the fucking 99 phone.
the 5.
Was it the 99?
Well, the 5
Or
cuts
the
through.
5, or
The 5 cuts through. Not through Buttonwillow. It's 3 miles out. Some fucking teacher used to always say some bullshit like, if you jog to the I-5 and back, you'll hit 6 miles. I'm like,
So
why would I ever do that? No.
Did you go from Buttonwillow to Shafter?
Mm-hmm. In
Did you
6th
think you
grade.
made it? You're like, fuck. I left that fucking town.
I
I'm in
didn't.
Shafter now. Big
For
city, big dreams.
you know, I didn't. I always feel like one thing about getting older, and like I said, you just realize things, is that my parents were young parents. They had me. My mom was like 20 something, and my dad was 25. I'm like, they're fucking barely figuring shit out. So to move us pretty suddenly, like they were in the process, and we knew that we were gonna move, but it just happened quick. I think just never like sitting down and like being like, man, this sucks. Like I don't want to move and leave my friends and stuff like that. I missed a lot of school, dude. 6th grade, we moved in March. School ends in like June or July, and I missed so much school that my parents got a letter from the state or the county or whatever. They're like, your kid needs to come to school, or you guys are gonna go to court. Because I'd just make some excuse that I was feeling sick or this or that. But I mean, when you're in 6th grade and you have these young parents that don't know shit to talk to their kids,
Don't cover up for them.
Hey man,
Li-
I'm
why-
just no.
why
I'm making excuses for me. I'm saying all my bad decisions are at least affecting
You
me.
didn't like going to school?
No, I was a killer at school, man. I ended up 7th, 8th grade doing great and just doing stuff. But it was just that transition of moving, again, living in fucking a speck to going to something a little bit bigger,
Yeah,
like a little
from-
puddle.
to green.
Yeah, to a fucking grain. Man, to an ant, that's fucking massive.
Yeah.
Pause. But yeah, I feel like I just didn't ever talk about it. Like, man, this shit sucks because you know the same. You're in a class where it's small enough to where all the kids go through K through 8 in the same class. So like you know the same people your entire, what is that, man? A couple of years, like 7 or 8 years. You know the same people. They leave. People leave and
Banning
stuff.
was slightly big enough to where when you hit middle school,
Hmm.
you split off,
Yeah.
and so you like sometimes like have your friends. I guess we go to a different school, and you be at a different
Oh
school,
no.
and then depending on like I guess where you lived, and then we'd all come back at high school.
Okay.
High
Damn.
school was all one high school,
That's different.
and so
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I just brought that up random.
No, no, no. That, I mean, it gives me a
Oh yeah, because
perspective.
to me, yeah, being it wasn't that big, it's like a small town where yeah, you kind of did know everybody,
Yeah.
and even when you split off, you kind of still stayed in contact because you were doing shit around town.
Yeah.
But
You could play in the same like baseball league or soccer league or basketball or whatever it was, the rec stuff. You'd probably be doing the same thing with the same kids, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember the other school being like the more popular school, and I was like, fuck, I didn't get into the popular school.
Fuck.
But they were what was weird was like my house was kind of in between both of them either way,
Oh, okay.
so it didn't really matter which one. I could have just like walked to either one. Um, But now that I think about it, most of the people that I know that went to that school just ended up in trouble and shit. So I was like, you know what?
It was for the
Maybe it was
better
better that I
good.
went to the fun school,
Yeah.
to the boring school.
Yeah, it's for the greater good, man.
I don't know what teachers they had. They didn't have famous teachers. We had famous teachers. Maybe because we went there.
What do you mean? Famous for?
Like everybody just knew them. They're really good teachers.
Oh, like, and they lived there in town or what? Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh no.
They're just like they just had like antics and stuff. They're just different. Everybody just liked
Explain.
them. Who was a good example? Mr. Wells. Mr. Wells. He would always say, "Feel the love."
Oh, okay. Oh, like that.
He'd
Okay,
always
yeah.
say he'd always say shit like it was just like everybody knew him as like that like really cool
Laid
dude.
back guy.
He's just laid back
Yeah.
teacher. He was a science teacher and he'd
Hmm.
always do like obviously he'd do like his antics in class of
Oh,
like experiments and
yeah,
stuff.
dude.
Um
You're taking me down memory lane now.
and then we had like I don't know, every school is different, so sometimes you don't really know if you have something that
Yeah.
other schools don't have it. But I remember we had like a small pond. And I want to say small because it was
Do you
small, but
mind
it
if
was
I?
still, yeah, go for it. And then um they had a like goldfish in there, big ass goldfish, and then you would feed it, and it was like usually like the eighth graders who would like feed the fish, and were his like like assistants because they had already gone through all their
Oh,
classes.
okay.
Yeah, Mr. Wells, and
That's that's
I think
cool.
his license plate said the same shit. I
Yeah.
think it said Phil. It's like it was like the hand and the heart or some shit. I forget what the fuck. I remember someone told me about his license plate. He had like a custom license plate. But he was hella cool, man. Hella cool teacher. And then I found out later, I think if I know, I think he passed away already.
Uh
So
huh.
I think we're in the clear. But I remember people telling me that fool used to keep like a 6-pack in his fridge.
Oh shit.
Like the older kids who like got to had all the privileges and shit.
Yeah,
They would
yeah,
go to the
yeah.
back to put their stuff back there, and then he'd have like a 6-pack of beer in there. I was like, all right.
That's how it is, man. Everybody has their thing. I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I just hit the pen, so I've got mine.
I say like he was a cool dude, but what if he ended up being like
I thought you were gonna
he
tell
was
me
he
he
was
like.
getting the kids drunk and shit.
No, I thought you were gonna tell me he was like molesting people.
He ended up being a pervert.
Yeah, I thought that's where we were going because he was sounding like a great guy, a character.
Nah, nobody ever said anything bad about him. People did bad shit around him. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, uh, drama and stuff like that with teachers and stuff. I have a theory, man. So in high school, I think I was a freshman or I was gonna go into high school. It was sometime in my early first or second year of high school. This teacher gets arrested for
It's a movie
yeah,
already.
yeah. It sounds like something you've seen before.
Short story. Yeah.
Yeah.
At
So
least.
this teacher, he's a science teacher as well. Well, chemistry. He's a chemistry teacher because that's who replaced him. We were the first or second class after that. This dude, got investigated, I'm sure, by like the FBI or somebody, because he happened to be putting together like all the requests he was making for his classroom and what he needed. Basically, the biggest red flag for whoever was investigating him was that he ordered, like, the red tip on the matches.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that chemical is, he was just putting a suspicious amount together because he was cooking up fucking meth. Sound like fucking Breaking Bad to you?
It does.
Yeah, Mr. Scheidemantel. Shout out to that dude.
That was
Wherever he's at,
What school was that?
Shafter High.
Shafter High.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
man,
was their
those
big. That
schools
was
out
their
there.
big like scandal thing, and obviously you
Didn't they
get
have a lady
perverts.
who didn't they have the principal the principal lady shot at her husband? Was that Wasco?
It might have been Moscow, man. They're wild right now.
There's no. See what happens when I have.
Wild Wild West.
Why do you think it's so wild out there? Just because it's so open?
Probably that, and also, for one, it's just really open, and then also, I feel when you get people like the younger people, their mindsets might be different. They're not down to fight. They're down to shoot. Or you get people moving in from out of town where they're just gonna shoot, or
Yeah.
things like that. Because Wasco, from what I've heard and seen in like not even like this is going on like by a year. It's like in the news like there's been a shooting. It's like just weird. But I feel like they're just growing towns with growing like they're changing all the time, and so I mean shit. What's gonna happen? Like you get more people, you're gonna have more things happen.
Should
Unfortunately.
should we get guns? Is that what you're saying?
I think
That's all I fucking heard.
I
Was
think
like,
everybody who can exercise their Second Amendment, that's where we're at, right? I think I don't know what fucking laws there are in place or anything like that. I don't know how far the mental health check is, but I think if you want one and you're all right in the head, get one.
what if you're not? Like,
I
should
don't
they just
know.
give you a smaller gun or the bigger gun?
A smaller gun, or
Smaller
or just give you like rubber bullets, less lethal, right?
Tell
That's what they use anyway. But no, I mean that
That's,
gun
would that
stuff
be a
is not.
deterrent not to fuck with somebody? Because not because he has a gun, but because you know that they wouldn't even give him a real gun. So
Oh
you're like,
yeah,
leave that fool
yeah,
alone.
yeah.
Like,
It's
leave him
even
alone.
fucking
Leave him alone.
wilder. Yeah, because if he can't
He
even
just has
get a
one that looks
gun,
like a Nerf gun and shit. He just has it on the
oh
strap. You're like, oh, they won't even give him a gun.
yeah, he
Fuck.
can't even get a gun.
Get away
Yeah.
from it. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
No, but the Second Amendment, man, I don't know anything about that. I always felt for a long time like if you could get a gun, get one. Why not? I don't have any, but
No.
no.
I was listening to this guy who's a councilman. He was supposed to be on the show, but then had to cancel because my girl got sick. I was watching all the Bakersfield meetings for the city council because he's on the city council.
Yeah.
Man, they were talking about like getting security for downtown, and they were talking back about the different companies. You need more security. Like you need security. Like, do we need cops? Do we need security? You know, and then they were talking about like, well, what's the difference between this company and that company?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, they have like license to carry firearms, and so they were like, oh, okay, so these people have firearms and these other companies doesn't have it. And is that are you just pointing out the difference, or are you interested because they can carry firearms? You know, like,
Yeah.
are you looking to get security with firearms downtown? And it's like, what's the difference between a armed security and a police officer? I'm sure a cop has to go through more like understanding and training,
Yeah, probably.
and then the security dude, you know.
Probably.
And so I'm like, man, like, what is that gonna lead to? Like, is that gonna lead to problems?
I'm sure.
And
I'm sure it would.
Yeah, and is that is that even a fucking solution?
I don't think so.
Right? It's just more like this is a reaction to it.
I think
I
that's
don't know,
a.
but it made me
I
think I
that's
should
a
get
great.
a gun. I was like,
Yeah.
I think I should get a gun. I was gonna ask him too.
I don't think it's a bad idea to have one, but nonetheless, whatever makes you feel safer at home and more comfortable at home. If
Yeah.
having one makes you feel better, then get one, man. Peace of mind.
What if like 2 makes me feel better?
Fucking more power to you.
2.
Literally. Yeah.
What if I want 2 guns but I only got 1 arm?
Have you
Is
seen
that
people
sus?
shoot? Have you seen people shoot the bow and arrow with their legs?
Yeah.
I
I
don't know,
always
dude.
think I could get the boy away from her before she can shoot me with it. That's the first thing I was like, I could take the bow from her.
You're like, I'll be all right. Versus her, we're good. Yeah, yeah. Guns are crazy, man. But we're in Kern County and
Guns.
they love them here. We love them here.
I'm surprised they don't. The only thing that I'm like, I wish they had here was like if you could go to the strip club, drink alcohol, and pop a gun. You know, like then I'd be like,
Just
this
fire
is
one off.
that, and that'd be like our advertisement, like welcome to Kern,
I mean,
and then just
that
like some
that'll that would
some
sell.
rigs just turning in the back.
No, but it's just the reason why you can't put all that into one building is just as a bag of like that's three
It's
already bad
dangerous.
things.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
dangerous.
because
It's
the strip
dangerous.
club, you got all these horny ass dudes. I don't
They gotta look at the
to each their
rigs,
own.
right? They can't have the rigs fucking pop.
To each their own. Everybody likes what they like,
Though
but
people like oil titties.
that's true. That's what I'm saying. Like for some
But then the
people,
firearms, someone might slip, shoot the
shoot
stripper.
shoot her nipple off. There's no insurance in that place, dude. None.
Yeah.
None.
You don't really hear about strip clubs having insurance
Strippers.
for the strippers. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't get offered. I'm sure they don't. Hopefully, they make enough money to cover that, right? Although, it's a work risk. You never know, man. You could up the ante, like you said. Throw a gun in there.
You think of like a stripper twist her heel at a strip club. Nobody respects her because they're like, you know how to walk in heels.
The
You know?
the
Like, it's not
level of
something-
respect
yeah.
probably goes down.
You should know better.
I had never considered that, but I'm sure that that docks her her rep her points her score.
Is there any strip clubs in town that you like, or you don't do? a
Look at
strip
that.
club?
We're talking about shootings in Wasco, and my friend sent me a thing. It says
He's
one
just-
person hospitalized following Shafter shooting, suspect in custody.
Fucking, he's like Jamie. Fool. He's just giving.
And he's not even here. He's in Washington. He lives up in
He's
Washington.
in
My
the-
boy.
Hey, if he sends a bitch with titties and shit, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck. So you've been here. So then, you're in Bakersfield now?
Yeah, I live down the street too.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah.
up. You should come by if we do more podcasts. We do
It's a dope spot,
Hey.
man.
or you got like a topic you want to talk about? We always talk about.
That's
something.
true. Yeah, definitely, man. Collab.
Talk about
Do
titties.
something.
We talk about rigs.
No, I can't talk about titties, man. My girl's like, I told her I'll probably talk about you, and she's like, why? I'm like, well, you're just always a topic of conversation. We've been together for almost 5 years now, so
Yeah, like I observe you a lot. So I'm material.
I'm with you, woman. But she's like, well, as long as you don't talk crap. I'm like, no. But I feel like if I just come on here and talk about titties, I'm like, yo, dude, I saw a big old pair of titties the other day. She's gonna watch it. She'll probably watch it at least once.
She won't look at you the same.
She'll probably just be upset
Oh,
and let me know.
you don't want that.
No,
No.
but it's cool that again, if you're in a relationship where you can express something that annoys you or frustrates you or something, it's cool. It's grown up to me, and I'm 31. She's 26. She'll be 27 in July.
Damn, cradle robber.
Ah, it took me a while, but I said, you know what, man, they're all doing it. We're from the county of Kern. And we're gonna go get us a fucking gonna go daycare. Joking. Fuck that. It's not a funny joke. Fucking hey. We're setting ourselves up. Hey, but you said you'll take it out.
Yeah.
We're leaving it in. Fuck it. No, yeah, she's young, but it's cool that she's just she always lets me know what's going on with her or what's on her mind. We've lived together for
So
almost,
it makes you come up with funny shit.
yeah. Well, we have cats, so that helps a lot.
The cats.
Yeah, we observe them all the time, dude. We're just looking at those fucking little monsters all day. We love them.
I haven't heard a cat joke in a minute.
My dad, he hates that I smoke weed.
Mm-hmm.
Hates it. Mexican. He only believes in fucking what's the stick? Palo Santo
Mm-hmm.
and the Oaxaca shit and the Mexican shit. But
he be doing
weed,
peyote.
he
and shit
hates
all crazy?
weed. No, he doesn't. Like, he hates weed, man. He's anti-weed.
I wonder
He's
what
always
happened.
giving me shit, man. And he's like, why don't you just drink? But
Damn.
yeah.
Get DUI.
No, this dude always says, hey, if you're drinking, just don't drive, all right? So I don't know what.
Be like, if
I
I, get
don't
high,
know.
If I get high, I'll just chill right here.
Yeah, I'll just sober up, man. I'll just, that's the other thing. Like, I'll get high and I'll just be at home chilling. And usually when I have a drink, it's like go out to eat and hang out with friends long enough to where now I don't drink like that because back to it. I used to drink, man, to the point where I'll be pissing my fucking pants.
Ooh.
Like that drunk, like just get drunk out of my fucking mind, and that's just not fun for me. So I tell my dad, like, would you rather me piss my pants? It's harder to get the piss stains out of the mattress and out of the bed sheets than it is to get the Cheeto stains off of my pussies. And I say that because when I get high, I just eat hot Cheetos and I wake up and the cats are all covered in Cheeto stains. It's the worst thing that happens. You know, it's fun. Again, we have the cats and they're a blast, dude. We have two cats. Toph, our boy cat. He's the older one. He's gonna be. We've had him for almost 3 years now, and we adopted our little cat Ivy almost a year ago in like May, and they're a fucking blast, dude. I love. They're indoor cats. We've kept them indoors because there's just it's oiled down, man, and there's so many cats out there.
Tetanus.
Cat AIDS or something like that. It's a cat STD that exists. It's wild. It's a wild thing. But again, our cats are indoor cats, but we have them all vaxxed up. We take them to the vet. We try to take them once a year. The big one, he's a fucking scumbag. Having him for almost 3 years. He's very Kern County. He's a he's
What?
he's a little conservative,
Mm-hmm.
very judgy. When we smoke, he just looks at us like these fucking Mexicans. I swear, if he could call the cops, he would. He'd rat us out for sure. And he's just an asshole, man. He's a total fucking asshole. And the little one, she's a goofball. She's crazy.
Why don't you guys vote him out?
No, I love him too much. I always tell him, like, man, dude, I hate that I love you this much because you are a piece of shit sometimes. He's a scumbag, bro.
That's Kern County.
He's got a lot of
That's Kern
attitude.
County. You just kind of accept that you're here.
Yeah,
And
very
you
much
don't
so.
you don't judge people. You're just like, he doesn't know better. You know, he's been in Kern County his whole life.
Yeah, he's never left.
He's been in Bakersfield his whole life.
Yeah, he's never left the fucking
His
pit.
world's changing. He's dealing. He's dealing with it.
He sees the outside cats, man. We crack the windows for him, and then we'll raise the curtains for him to make sure that I don't want to fucking keep those little animals like locked up all the time, but they gotta. They live a better life inside, I believe, than they do out there. At least in Oildale. Maybe if I moved, then maybe they could live a little different. But nonetheless, I would rather keep them in. I want to be in control of that, of at least their life. I don't have kids. My sisters have kids. I have two sisters. All the time. When are you going to have kids? Dude, I got enough nieces and nephews. And so does my girl. So we're enjoying them for now. And someday, hopefully, maybe we'll have kids. And that'll be cool. You know, 1, 2,
Think
fucking
it'll
a
be
time.
cool?
I think so. I used to like be like, what the fuck, man? The world's gonna end and like it's all gonna burn up one day.
I want to watch my children die with me.
No, man. I'm just thinking, not even our kids, right? Or because a lot of people they're like, oh, I'm gonna leave behind this legacy, and then like, I've just gotten too fucking high, where I'm like, okay, but are you concerned that maybe one day
Do
there's
I
not
have a legacy?
no, fuck that shit, man. The blinds are my legacy. If they're standing when the shit's burning down, I'm fine. I'm
drive up to random houses and all
Yeah.
nice and shit, but you don't
one
live
last
in them.
cruise,
You're
man.
just like, hey son, look at them shades. You see them shades?
and show your kids.
I put them up.
My kids are gonna drive their kids and be like, your grandpa, he's gone, long gone. He put those up though. He's like, look at that shit, still standing. Tougher than him, better than him. But that's the legacy. No, it's. I think the kids are cool, man. And the older I've gotten, the more I've appreciated them. I have an 11-year-old. He just turned 11, and he's fun. He's funny to listen to and see where he's at and like understand that he's his own little person and stuff. It's cool. It's really
Is
cool.
your girl's kid?
No, my sister's my oldest nephew.
Oh, oldest
Yeah,
nephew.
yeah, my oldest nephew. Yeah, and then from there they're all the way down to, I have 4 on my side of the family. I have 4 nephews and 1 niece, and she's the baby of the family right now. She's a few months old. She was born in December or November.
Yeah, just about all my siblings have kids except for myself and a half brother.
How many siblings do you have?
From my immediate parents, I have a brother and a sister, and then from my parents, they're individual. Like from each one of them, they've have in total I would have 5 brothers and 5 sisters.
Damn. So they had their own families afterwards.
Before.
Oh, before.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So
cool.
my dad had like 5 kids before he married my mom, and my mom had like 3.
Damn. Why not?
I don't know, man. They're Chinese. My mom's oldest kids.
Yeah.
They're half Chinese.
Really?
Yeah.
That's families, man. They just mix, and you have them everywhere. For the majority, my family, most of them were Mexican. But I've had cousins and stuff that they've had interracial kids and stuff, and it's cool. It's
Is it
cool to
cool?
see.
Is it cool? Is it
Yeah,
cool?
man.
Is it
Even
cool? What
being in
about the
Kern County,
raza, man?
even being in Kern County, man, I gotta say that it's cool. I think
Yeah.
it's dope.
When I came up here, I remember people telling me how hot it was. Like it's a fucking pit, a bunch of fucking racists. And then I got out here.
You said it's not that hot.
It's not that hot. It's pretty nice sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm usually in my house.
yeah,
And then as far as the racism, I always tell people it's not the kind of racism you worry about like being attacked. It's the kind of racism that like you're not gonna get the job.
yeah. That sounds very accurate, honestly.
You know,
Yeah,
it's a different kind of racism, and
it's wild.
but you know what? They'll drink with you. They'll party with you. They'll, you know, if you go check out their NASCAR, they ain't tripping. You go. I want to go to these ones. Have you gone to the
The
dirt track? That's
the
up
rally
here?
ones, no,
No,
no, I've never.
I've been wanting to go. I've been hearing about them more and more.
They get loud. They're very loud because they're the track from where we stay. It's like I would say like maybe 3 or 4 miles from where we're at because it's out there, and you can fucking hear those engines, man, like revving loud. I'm like, fuck, man, being there at the track has got to be loud. But no, I've never been out there. Um, I know it exists, but I've never. I don't know what's the most honky tonk shit that I do,
Hmm.
and it's a suggestion for whenever you don't have anything going on. Condors games,
Yeah,
shit's fun. It's like
they're not
some of the most.
expensive either. Like $16 or
We're
something.
going
How much
on.
are tickets?
We're
Like
going
20?
on. We're going on Friday, I believe, with my cousin, and they're like $12 ticket for the cheapest tickets. They're like $12 right now. They used to be 9. Yeah, about 4 years ago they were $9.
I've only been to one and I enjoyed it, and I said I would go back, and I never went back.
Yeah.
But I always recommend it to people.
Oh
It's
yeah,
people getting slammed against the
dude.
glass and shit, and then they fight.
You're guaranteed. You're almost always if you're paying like for the cheapest ticket right now. It's about $12. You're guaranteed, almost guaranteed, a fight. You pick your category. Sometimes you'll get all three or whatever mixed. You get a fight. In the intermissions because there's 3 periods.
Mm-hmm.
You get some kind of shenanigans, like some kind of show. They brought out kids doing karate. They brought out the little ice skating kids. Dude, you give 30 kids one puck. You see how many little bodies they're fucking falling all over, and it's just hilarious. It's just a good time. It's one of those small town things that still happens. That's almost gone in a lot of places. Some places don't put the effort towards it, and then again, it's a triple A league or the AHL, which is right below the NHL. So you got guys that are going pro soon. They've been in the pros, but they get injured, so they're doing the rehab year. Whatever it is, you get a fucking show. So you get a fight, you get something at intermission,
It's
and then
usually a charitable thing that they do.
they do all
Feel
kinds
good
of
about
stuff.
yourself.
I feel like they just have a lot going on over there for what you get. Again, $12 a ticket is nothing for fucking a shit show. And if you don't want to drink, you don't have to. The beers are super expensive. I'll tell you that much, dude. You'll pay more for 2 beers than you would for a ticket sometimes. Yeah. But they have random Friday nights where they have like fucking $2 tall cans of like Bud Light seltzer. That's fucking crazy. You don't get that like almost anywhere in town. And again, I don't drink like that, but I'm familiar with good ass deals now. That's one thing. That's one thing I wanna like. Howdy, Anthony, Banffany, the big,
Yeah.
not Rivers, but the other one.
Yeah, the big dude.
Uh-huh. He gave me this idea a long time ago, man, where he's like, what if we like look up the worst rated places like to eat around town
Mm-hmm.
and just go try them and give like a review on that. I'm like, man, it's just been stuck in my head.
They have a show like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forget his name. He's a comedian. But he has a show where he goes to 1-star reviews places.
Oh, yeah.
And then he'll review it and talk about it. There's that guy. There's a guy from Vice who does it.
Like 1-star places?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a Vice guy. He goes to 1-star on Yelp.
Uh-huh.
He'll go take their class or whatever service they offer. he'll go get it and then tell them, hey, confront them at the end that he's like really just wanted to know about the place because it's a 1 star. There's
Yeah.
cameras and everything, so they know
Yeah.
they're on TV.
Uh-huh.
But he'll tell them the review and then he'll give his suggestion about the place.
That's wild. That's fun though. Like that's really fun to me. Cuz I feel like when you give feedback towards things like that, like restaurants and things like that, you I'm a fucking I love food, man. Like I really really enjoy food. It's fun to me. I feel like when you pair certain things, I've learned to do that. My taste buds have matured and grown up a lot. When you're just open to try new things and or you read a good review and you go and try it for yourself and it's bomb, man, that's fucking one of life's greatest things to me. Just being able to eat whatever the fuck you want. It sucks for other people, obviously world hunger and shit like that, but it's not my problem, man.
Right.
No, that's fucked up. But really, I'm gonna
But it's
enjoy what
not.
I can here.
Yeah.
What do you like to eat around town? Is there anything you really enjoy? Cause being from out of town, I can only imagine whether you're if you've ever judged food like, man, Bakersfield doesn't have any good quality Mexican food or something like that. Have you ever experienced that here? I feel like we got
I
good
don't think
food
I've
spots.
eaten on every spot, nor do I know every spot.
Yeah,
But in Bakersfield, I've always tried to look for like a good Mexican restaurant. I've never been to a place that just had it all together. Sometimes you go to a place and they got bomb ass beans, but the rest of the fucking menu sucks.
yeah,
Other places they got bomb ass rice, the rest of the menu sucks.
yeah.
And then some places they got bomb ass chile verde, but the fucking beans suck, the rice sucks. I've never really been to like a really quality place out here in Bakersfield.
Yeah, that has
Oh,
it all.
that has it all. Like it's
Mm.
gonna whatever you order is gonna be good. Like they
Mm.
usually have like a dish that's good, and the rest of it is just like
Mediocre.
mediocre, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
or they've changed management or whatever the fuck the deal is, and they use a lot more like processed food. Um, uh, a good example is over in Shafter. I remember they kept like taking me to this Italian restaurant place.
Oh, Giovanni's.
Yeah, they kept like, I'm not trying to talk shit
No,
about
no, no.
Giovanni's and
Yeah,
shit, but
yeah.
I just
They,
want to let you know, Giovanni, this is my review.
oh, bro, they got shooters in Shafter. Like they'll shoot you or they'll look for you
The
if you
place
talk shit. No,
about
anywhere.
Giovanni's?
No, there's a
I'm
spur.
about to get
There's
shot
a
by
no,
the
no.
fucking-
There's a okay. Go ahead.
About a
I'm gonna
meatball
let.
story?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you say your half, and bro, just be warned, man. After my story, you're gonna be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I'm gonna let you say it.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Hey,
So,
man, Shafter, we gotta put on.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I go to this Giovanni's place, right? I'm not even gonna say it is Giovanni's, but if it was, whatever, it's an Italian restaurant, right?
Yeah.
We go in that motherfucker. They're telling me how great this is and shit, and I was like, my parents, my mom owned a Mexican restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
She owned a Mexican restaurant. And her first husband was a Chinese restaurant owner, and so like we always around kitchens, not 100% of the time, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It wasn't out of the normal to be in a kitchen. I was like, yeah, well, a lot of these places, man, like, I was telling her, oh, this is what I was talking about. Sorry, my story's way too fucking long.
No, you're
But
good.
I'm gonna edit the shit out of this. So me and my girl, we went to the Asian market because we wanted to make dumplings, and then we were just gonna buy the ones that are like frozen, and then we realized that a lot of that place was just like a supplier for Chinese restaurants, and so you could see that they had stuff there that you could order, and you would think they were making it for you,
Oh.
but they're just fucking defrosting it.
Damn.
And so flash forward, I'm at this fucking
Meatball place.
Giovanni.
Yeah.
And they're like, the girls are telling me like, oh, it's fucking bomb. They got authentic Italian, whatever. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, the dude looks like Vietnamese or something. Like, I don't know what he is, but
Yeah.
he's some type of Asian.
Yeah.
That's my best bet here. Maybe he's part Italian. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But so I'm just like, all right, already like skeptical and shit.
Yeah.
And then can't see no workers in there, so I'm just like, all right. I order my food like right away. Like I told the guy, I was like, oh, let me get a spaghetti thing. I was like, hey, can I get just some big ass meatballs? He's like, yeah, I'll get you some meatballs. I was like, all right. So I ordered like 2 extra meatballs in my spaghetti.
Yeah.
And then it gets there, like I could tell that it's not like it was defrosting or something.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? So I cut it in half and I touched the middle of it and it's ice cold.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, this was frozen. Like this wouldn't make this,
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did I start talking shit about this place? Just because it was like defrosted and shit. Yeah.
Quality of places. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of shit.
Yeah, man.
And then you can't find that. I find that with like Mexican restaurants as well. It's like, they're like, oh, this is a taco because we put, carne asada in it. Yeah, but there's a certain cut. There's
Uh-huh.
a certain seasoning.
They just
There's even a quality of
yeah.
meat. You know, but like,
Some places just will like you're saying, they'll just throw it together. Or
it's not their shit, man. It's hard. It's hard. Like I like that Apple Market. We're talking shit about it earlier, but
yeah.
I went in that motherfucking. I probably ate there at least 3 times a week. Just go in there, order shit,
I mean, you got a fresh deli, so you can't really go wrong there. We would pick
and they
up
were
dinner
hooking me up with the
sometimes.
extra tortillas and
Hey,
all
the
that
the
shit. So I
fucking
was,
tortillas on the side are a big plus. I'm sure, man. I'm fucking sure. There is a place in Shafter that I have not gone to since this incident. I just basically said what happened. I said I wouldn't go there because a fucking roach came out of the cushion, like of the seat. I'm like, and I had been hyping this place up for a long time to my girl. I'm like, they got great food, and it was good food. Did I eat the fucking $20, $30 food that I just ordered?
hmm.
Even after seeing that roach crawl out of that seat? Yes, I did. But a roach crawled out, man, after I hyped it up.
You knew it
And
wasn't in your plate. You knew it was over there.
yeah, exactly. I said, no, that roach might have made the food. It's just coming out for a fucking check. Hey, is
What?
everything
It's like
good?
whispering in the cook's ear and shit, like
Yeah.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Yeah, roach tui. Yeah, man, but I
Why
basically
does
said,
everything taste like shit?
"Oh, no, it's good."
It's the roach.
Back then it was the last time I had it, it was good food, but again, with the thought and the that having that in mind. And then again, I just said, "Hey, I saw a roach there. So do what you want." They fucking were like, "We're looking for him. We're going to get him." They just want to talk. I'm like, who is looking for me? I'm like, who's gonna kick my ass because a roach? Because I said a roach came out of the couch cushion. That happened. I wasn't making it up. That's the shit for me. I was like, who's this upset?
Does your girl cook?
Yeah, we both do. We
What
both
is she? What is she? Where's she from?
Mexican. She's from
She's Mexican.
yeah. She's from Wasco,
From
which is
Moscow.
yeah. We would have been.
Damn.
We sometimes we fight about it.
Well, who's ghetto? More ghetto or like?
No, I'm like
who's poorer?
our our school kicked your school's ass at this, and then we just squabble. It's a small town
We
thing.
got a movie made after our track team.
No, that's McFarland.
Oh, that's
That's my
McFarlane.
fuss. Yeah, that's
Oh.
McFarland, man. In the Killing County thing,
Mm-hmm.
they revealed that one of the fools from that was like doing some sketchy shit. Yeah, it's just all weird.
A high schooler?
That's for some. No, one of the kids from the movie. Now that he's an adult, he was doing sketchy shit as an adult. But that's its own story. That could tell itself.
What?
Just watch the documentary.
How long is it?
It's 3 episodes, like 45, 50 minutes each. I enjoy watching TV and watching movies and stuff. Do you? Is there anything that you've been watching recently or have watched that you
I
really have
watched an
enjoyed?
HBO show called Succession.
I've seen or I've heard and seen. I don't really listen to too many podcasts. Um, Bad Friends, the Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino
That's
podcast.
everybody's favorite. I don't know who doesn't watch that shit.
Yeah, started listening to them randomly and I caught up and I went back and listened to the episodes that I had missed. So I've listened to every episode for a while because when I'm 31, so Mad TV was still around and still.
Oh, I thought you said 21 earlier.
Oh no, I'm 31. Yeah.
Oh, you're the cradle robber. I thought the other way around.
Oh no, that's why I was saying it was a bad joke that I was out there robbing babies. Yeah, man, 31. But yeah, so Mad TV was a thing. So Bobby Lee is fun. I like seeing him do his thing. And then I was listening to Tiger Belly, but again, sometimes I feel like I don't like to make commitments to things anymore that I can't keep up with, you know?
I'm sure the girlfriend want to hear that. That and titties.
We're on a
that.
fucking path, man.
Yeah. I don't think you have a home like in the next couple weeks, bro.
I'm gonna sleep in the
You can sleep
car.
on the couch.
In the car. On the couches are comfortable right now.
Now, when you sleep in the car, are you taking the cats with you?
No, because they'll live better in the fucking house, unfortunately.
Man, you're such a good guy.
Dude, they're fucking spoiled, those fucking cats, man. So we got them a certain type of food, and they just, because the other whatever reason, we're in a shortage of something again. Life in the world is crazy, dude. So I work for I put animal food on shelves early in the morning. That's what I do.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's fun. I like have cats, and then I'm free in the
You're all
afternoons.
jacked up.
Dude, it gives me steps, man. It gives me I have plenty of steps. Almost at 14,000.
Already today?
Yeah,
14,000?
and it's
I think my goal
12.
is 15,000.
I have a 10,000 step goal. So even when I'm off, I try to at least get up and do something.
What, Samsung? Which Apple? What do you
I
use?
have I have no. I've had a Fitbit for years now. I went on a weight loss journey,
That's
and
what's
I
up.
was fucking getting it left and right, man. I was at like 260.
That sentence could have gone anywhere. I was fucking like, like what? Where you going here? Fucking what?
So I was like committed as fuck. You can go on Instagram and see the posts and stuff. And so I got down to like 260,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the like lightest I had ever I had gotten myself in a long time. And but I was doing like meal prep. It was the same meal twice a day, 5 times a week, and then I wasn't like drinking alcohol really, and I was just making a lot of lifestyle changes.
It's good choices. A bunch of good
Yeah, a bunch of
choices.
good choices. Yeah,
Ah, that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
good.
And
Can't do that. I'm glad you got.
no,
I'm glad you got off that shit,
yeah,
bro.
man, fuck that.
Fuck
But
that
no,
road.
I mean,
Fuck. You want
but
that
I
Old
wasn't,
Town road.
but I wasn't doing anything but that, man. Like I was just, that's all my mind was
That was
on.
everything.
Yeah. Sometimes I'd like, I don't know. I wasn't making bad choices, obviously, but it was just like, I don't know. You sometimes overcommit to something and you just stop forgetting about other things. And I feel like I had been there
Mm.
with it too, because I was like, oh yeah, I just gotta. I have a really good support system, and I always have had one. And it's really awesome. I haven't always been the best support system for others, but my eyes have been open in the last few years, and I'm like, I could do this much more for this and that. But back to fucking 10,000 steps. That's my goal for the day, man. I try to hit 10,000 a day. I have fucking a switch, so I do just dance at home. Sometimes I'll just be dancing. It's fun. The cats fucking stay out of the way.
Yeah, I need to obsess over exercise.
No, I
Be
I think
nice.
an obsession over anything, just if you don't have control or if you don't know how to take control of it, it just could lead to a like a
Better life.
no, not always.
Healthier life. Healthier
No, I'm saying like
outcomes.
obsession, like just like you just gotta have balance of it
Oh,
all.
yeah.
If you really enjoy working out and stuff like that, do it, but don't overcommit to where you're forgetting about other things. Some people do, but that's life too. Everybody lives their life differently, and
So
that's
do you still
fair.
do any of your workout stuff?
No, I just try to hit my
Not
ten
even
thousand
meal
steps
prep.
a day.
Just the 10,000 steps.
Yeah, man. We when the year started, I told my girl, let's try and um like eat at
11,000.
home.
Oh,
No, fuck that extra 1,000 steps, man. No, let's just try to eat less like junk food. Let's try to cook a lot more at home, like a lot, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the time. We've been pretty good with it for the last month and a half.
so you've been low key trying to get her better at cooking, or to try different shit.
I think I think this shit, like eating at home right now, we've made our best fucking meals that we've made in a while. We've been getting down. We've
That's
been
what's up.
fucking getting it, yeah. Even fucking
What?
beans, bro. Even like making beans at home,
Getting down with the beans, fool.
bro.
You
Fuck
slow
the
cook them.
fuck
You
the
don't.
canned
You
beans,
slow
man.
cook them. All that shit.
Yeah, but I don't. But I just go like fucking. I do vegetable or whatever. Fucking the greasiest one that I do. That's not fucking lard, cause that's gross to me, man. That's too much. It's gross for me. Like I can't do it. But if my tia fucking from Mexico, who makes the best fucking beans, iceberg. I don't know. I'm thinking about her beans right now.
Are people gonna fight over the olla? Because they think it's the olla.
No, it's her,
It's
man.
her.
Yeah, cause she's come here and she's gone just as down. When she comes, she's like, "Hey, let them know that I'm in town, cause if you want some beans, I can make them some." I'm like, "I'll go and like over."
She just gets the fucking
She,
beans, bro.
I don't know what it is, dude. I have no clue what it is. She just does it right. She just, but she's the best chef in our family, and that can, and they, everybody can argue and fight if they want, but they know it's true. Whoever's gone to eat her food, they understand what it is. She's the best cook in our family, and she's willing to teach the younger generations, and she taught my mom how to cook. My mom's a pretty good cook. She doesn't get down like she used to, but I think she just chooses not to. She's like, what the fuck am I gonna make all these pots of food for? It's just my parents are separated, so it's just her.
My mom, obviously, she owned like restaurants and stuff, and so she always cooked for us.
Yeah,
And so, I think that's why I don't really have a palate for going out. Like I
true.
go out, and I'm just like, this shit could be
That
better.
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
My mom, fucking bomb ass cook, fool.
That's cool.
Good ass cook, bomb ass food, everything, even like the whole plate, the everything was
Yeah,
like bomb.
yeah.
And she had the shit she liked to make. Yeah, bro. Fucking bomb ass food all the time. And then
Is there was
Chinese
there?
food too because her husband owned Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
So we'd always like when we were visiting in Mexico, we would go to his Chinese restaurants and we'd eat
Oh,
there like
hell yeah.
probably like every day.
Oh, so it was
Every
just
day we just sit down and eat and then it wasn't like traditionally I guess you get a plate and you serve yourself and you sit at the table or something or someone serves you at the table.
mm,
There it was like you pass the food around at like a long table
mm,
and everybody's passing the food and then you're just getting your food and passing it. And we would eat and everybody would sit down. The cooks, the waiters, all the help, everybody would sit down and eat together and then just feast, bro. Every
that's
day at
cool.
11 o'clock. And then if like a customer came in, then a group of people would get up and it was their job to like to
Take
attend to
care
them.
of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's cool. That's
It was,
really
it
cool.
was
That's an experience. That's dope.
but it was always like I always had plenty of food, and it
Yeah,
was always like bomb ass food.
that's awesome. My
Um,
mom too. My mom always cooked, man. If there was one thing she was gonna do, she was gonna cook. She was gonna make food for us. If she was working, maybe there'd be an excuse for her to be like, make yourself something from the fridge. But she kept it all stocked. Her and my dad made sure that it was all there. My dad, I was listening to your the podcast earlier, and you were talking about like medium rare on meat and stuff.
yeah.
So my dad is straight like carne asada. Like he goes to the market and says, "Give me this much of carne preparada to throw on the asada on the grill."
Mhm.
And like any other Mexican, like a real ass Mexican, it's just crispy. Cause they don't eat. There's no medium rare. If they see blood,
I
dude, they
know
want to
people like
pass
that.
out.
My girl's mom is like that. She likes
Yeah.
it like burnt.
Oh
You would
yeah.
consider it burnt.
Oh yeah.
You'd be like, oh, this is burnt because it's like crispy and
Now I would. My
Yeah.
girl's dad, he introduced me to medium rare. He gets down. He could barbecue a bunch of stuff. He likes to smoke stuff, and he could barbecue a bunch of stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah. But he put me onto the medium rare. So now if I go out to eat, medium rare is easier. I've had like something that's like fucking pink, and where they're like, eat it. I'm like, fuck. All right.
you, I just had a thought right now. I'd like to share it with you.
Go ahead.
You think that people who like their meat like crispy or their food like burnt, you would call it like toasted or burnt. You think that they were just the least favorite child, and they built this taste
Ah.
for this like
Like they just enjoy
it would be because
that
that
now?
isn't that the piece that nobody wants. So that everybody's like they like the end of a loaf of bread. They like the ends.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't let them go. I wait for two asses to be together, and I just eat the ass, man. Oh, there's more for my girl to be mad at, right?
So do you think they
I'm an
yeah, right
ass,
now
man.
she buys a special bread that doesn't have the ends and shit. Show
Like the
him.
fucking
Show this motherfucker.
like the fucking the Pop Tarts without the frosting now.
Shut up. What the fuck is the point of that? They put it on the inside?
No, they just don't have for people who
Just
don't
to
like
save
it.
money.
I heard something.
Sugar.
Frank Ocean. You know who Frank Ocean is? A singer.
The singer. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently I think he doesn't like the frosting on the Pop Tarts. It's just a
So
thing,
he
I
only
guess.
eats one side of it?
I don't know. He probably just didn't eat them.
He just ate the edge?
The fucking crust. Pop Tarts are delicious. And again, Mexican as fuck, dude. I would raw dog them. I would eat those shits raw. No medium rare. I don't throw them in the toaster. Mom be like, get one and go. The bus is gonna leave you guys.
You just eat them like that. I would.
Fucking let's go.
It was like a sugary fig Newton.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, because they had the filling, but with the frosting on top.
What's your dish, bro? What do you cook?
Lately I've gotten a lot of compliments on I've been making. I found this recipe for some slow cooker ribs
Mm-hmm.
that I make in the like slow cooker. So I just put them on slow for 8 hours. Put some ingredients together, and they've been coming out fucking bomb. They're really spicy, really tender. The They come right off the bone, so no, really you just eat them up, man. It's awesome. It's been really fun. Cause I was never a guy to cook ribs or before moving out at home. I mean, shit. Me, my dad, and my sister, like three of us. I'm like, how much are we really gonna eat? And so I'd over make food, and so sometimes you just don't want to cook to not over make food, so you just make something simple, sandwich or some basic shit.
My go-to is a tuna sandwich.
It's always good. I always like a tuna sandwich or chicken salad.
Whenever
or
I'm like in
something.
a hurry and don't want to really
Yeah.
clean up or anything, I do me a tuna sandwich or a regular sandwich.
I've gotten back into just eating a sandwich. Like it's quick, it's good. Some some people, man, they don't care for sandwiches, but fucking hey, man, some places.
They want burnt toast and
Oh, dude, I
burnt
used to
chicken.
fucking always post my food online, and this this homegirl, her name is Maya the Rata. I'm gonna send her the link to this one so she can hear it. She would always point out. She'd be like, "That looks good, but your fucking toast, why is it burnt?" And I'd be like, "Fucking bitch, shut up."
Always finding the flaws.
Shout out to Maya, but fucking a man.
My,
She would pick on my sandwiches, but they were good. But yeah, man.
what
I'm
was she posting? Did she even have a sandwich?
her all the time she's posted food. It always looks good. I can't diss her on that.
Damn,
Fucking a.
she knows
Maya
her
and
shit.
Chris, shout out to them.
She was giving you gems. She was like,
She's
she's
the
helping
homie,
you
man.
out. She's like, hey, bro, if you really want to grow, you can't embarrass yourself like this.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what
I'm
it
looking out
was.
for you here, and you took it as like,
I was like, why is she talking shit on
raining on
my
my
fucking
parade.
burnt toast? Yeah,
Yeah.
that just it happened.
She's like, you want
Sometimes
these
you,
likes? You want these
sometimes you don't,
likes?
sometimes you
You
don't
ain't got what
fucking,
it takes to get these likes. You
you
think we
can't,
just get them?
dude. The knobs. Sometimes the fucking toaster knobs just have a mind of their own. I don't read the instructions. Do we ever? We just open shit up and go.
So you think
Some of
you
us
think you're gonna have to invest then?
in another toaster.
Yeah, like a quality
No,
toaster.
no. I'm just
You gotta
gonna
like
have to let
YouTube
it.
YouTube for like 2-3 months,
I'm
like
about to
just
figure
checking
it
out what's
out, dude.
coming out, what's going on. Should you wait until the year 2035,
No,
or should you just buy it this year? You know,
no.
get it on discount.
I'm keeping them. Dude, we got the 4 toaster, the big one, with 4 pieces of bread at once. Damaged. That's 2 sandwiches.
What's always been for? Or is the long slots? You're talking about the long two.
No. I think no, like a small regular toaster is just 2 pieces of bread.
Really?
I at least that's what we had at one point. We broke the 4 one, and my mom's like, "Fuck no, I'm not buying you guys
See
another."
what we fucking spend on you, and then you fucking break it. Ungrateful ass.
She was mad, and she fucking threw that shit in the trash. She like tossed it. I'm like, that shit's bigger than the trash can, lady. What the fuck are you doing? It was
I'm not
crazy.
taking out the trash.
It was crazy, dude. She tossed that shit. But that's how it is sometimes. You
My
just
girl
gotta throw-
we had to get a toaster because like we started getting fancy with our food.
Oh,
And so
hell
the
yeah.
bread was wider,
Okay.
and so I don't think we don't have one of those like I don't know what they call them, but you would put like a bigger piece of toast in it. It's like a different type of toaster. So we ended up buying a bigger toaster that had like longer slots.
Yeah.
So
That's
we bought
cool.
one of those,
That's pimp.
and it was like it's pretty good. It's
No,
pretty,
our
pretty
toaster,
accurate, pretty good, pretty
our-
good toaster.
our toaster's good. The one we have right now, it's good. I'm making good normal sandwiches.
So what kind of other food? What did you say your food was? What was it? The thing you make right now?
Ribs.
For
They're like
the
spice.
ribs?
They're like
Slow
slow
cooked
cooker.
ribs?
Yeah, they're slow cooker. They're spicy ribs. They got like I throw in chili powder and a bunch of other kinds of seasoning, and they just come out really good, man. I think it's the slow cook though. I really give that a lot of credit. But that's my hitter right now. Um, I don't know. I don't know what
Do you
else.
ever use the rub that Julian sells?
No, I don't buy from other comics, man.
No, you don't trust it.
I don't.
Where's he making that
They don't
shit?
buy my blinds. Nobody has,
Oh,
but nobody probably
motherfuckers.
has owns a house. So
Because they're
I,
comedians.
yeah, definitely because of that. But still, I'm gonna judge
Starving
them.
comedians.
Hand out my business cards to your family. No, but really, I haven't bought any of his seasoning. I should.
Oh, I don't. I
And
at
a
least hear
CD
so
and a
many
CD from
blinds.
Boydston if he still sells those.
Oh
I heard
shit.
about that.
Yeah, he sells the
Yeah,
CDs.
but it's a hustle, dude. It's cool. It's respectable. We haven't talked about the comedy stuff too much, but I was listening to Bobby talk about it, and I've said it before. I never in high school I did drama, so I did acting and stuff like that,
That's what's
and
up.
I would do plays, and so I'm familiar with being on stage. It's still nerve wracking. I think it is, and I feel like how is it ever gonna go away? You can have all the confidence in the world, but
Doesn't how you?
I
I
don't
don't think
know.
you should worry about how it makes you feel. I think you should worry about what you do about it.
Yeah,
You know, because at the end of the day, for I still like, and everybody. I mean, people can say what they want. I don't fucking know. Right?
yeah,
I'm sure there's people that just comedies like whatever to them. They just go up and do it. I might. I get nervous, bro. I get like where like fuck. You know, I even start thinking about like, do I even want to do this? You know, do
yeah,
I want to do it? And it's like, oh, and then um, when there's not that level of that anymore, like you know, your hands don't get as sweaty. You don't pace as much. You you're consistent when you go on stage, but I still get nervous. Like I still get like my stomach
yeah,
like fuck. I gotta take a shit before I go up there. No, I
yeah,
gotta take a piss before I go up there.
yeah,
And I remember when I was at the Netflix as a joke thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I remember we're in the backstage, we're in the green room, and what's his name, Donnell Rawlings. He was back there and he was pacing, bro. He was pacing. He was like,
Yeah,
you know, he was doing his thing, and then he went and did his set. Fucking did it like nothing.
yeah,
His energy was way different than when he was like, you know, getting ready, and then he came back, and then he came back to calm and collective, and he was, you know, shot the shit with some people, and they, you know, they let him know what they thought about his set, and then
yeah.
he went up and did it again, you
Oh,
know, because they were filming for that thing, and they had to do their set
oh, okay.
twice.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, but you could see that he was like concentrating and finding himself, you know, to go up there. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, that shit never goes away.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's cool to hear from other people too, because it reassures you that like that it's that it should be as fun as it is, and it's gonna feel. I've enjoyed it though, man. I think it's fun. I feel like there's a lot for me to learn, and I should learn, but also it's not my like. I have no end goal with this thing. It's just been fun and enjoyable, and it's put me in a community that like some people find like rec leagues with other adults, or even fan leagues. Like let's hang out and watch. For me, I'm a Cowboy fan. You're a Raider fan. Let's hang out and watch Raider game or Cowboy game or whatever it is with
Mm-hmm.
like a crew of them, right? But for me, I again just hanging out. I've had the same group of friends since sixth grade, man. Like the same homies since then,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's just for me. I feel like man, I fucking lost my train of thought here.
You're you're pretty much
The group I'm
sucking
around.
off the comedy group cookie.
Yeah, they fucking put me back
You're
on like,
you're gargling.
bro, sucking on their thing. What it is it's been fun to like put my own shit together, my own art, my own like set and my own stuff. Like before doing like drama, it's all scripted. So like sure I put my own taste to it and the way I was delivering stuff, but I'd never gone as far as like writing my own stuff and presenting it, and it's fun. It's enjoyable as fuck, man. It's cool. It's cool to see other people. The first time I ever saw you, Iceberg, I think I